Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with a Project Life process video. And after I did my batch process Project Life video where I caught up all of my Project Life that I was behind on, I realized I missed April. Hello. So I'm doing April, and it is a full page, full spread, which is the first left-hand side of everything, and then the back of the full spread as well. So it's 3 different pages, but only the first 2 on the left-hand side go together. The other one sort of stands alone, so it doesn't have to match as well as the other 2 do. And I'm using the Ali Edwards story kits, but I also am using a bunch of product from, or a bunch of cards at least, from my stash. And I am trying to A, use some stuff up, but B, also I wanted to create some more layering in my Project Life because I realized that's what I really enjoy, and rushing through my Project Life spreads was not bringing me joy. So I'm adding a little bit more color and pop here and there to, just make it more fun. So I say color and pop, but this one actually was a very neutral spread. I do have those pops of red in there and a little bit of blue and orange, but really it turns out very, very white because of the journaling cards that I initially picked out, which is fine. I'm okay with the pops of color here and there, and I especially bring some in with the embellishments as well. So I'm mainly going to be using the Ali Edwards Story Kits embellishments. In fact, I think that's all I use as far as embellishments go. The only reason I brought in other things is because I needed a lot of cards to back these photos. So I brought in a lot of stuff from my stash. But I'm really trying this year to use mainly the Ali Edwards stuff since it's what I buy, and I want to make sure that I use what I am buying. So I'm bringing in some word art and some journaling spots here and there. Obviously, I've already done the majority of my journaling, but I do need a couple spots here and there to add in just a few words of journaling. Like I have to explain the fact that there is a photo of a bag of cheese in my Project Life, and I just wanted to add a few things. So I'm adding some journaling spots. And I've already, what I did before this video, because I found that I pay more attention to detail if I do it this way, is I have picked out the chipboard and wood veneer and all of the things that I think might go with the spread before I start the video. So I've pre-picked out a bunch of stuff, and I don't necessarily know where it's going to go, but I do know that the sentiment or the color matches what I want from this spread. So I'm just kind of taking that stuff and placing it across the page and finding homes for it. And I'm finding that that has made me a lot more creative when it comes to my Project Life, which is awesome because I was feeling, even though I'm only doing Project Life once a month now, I was feeling a bit burnt out. So yay for revitalizing the way I feel about something. Hallelujah. What's really interesting about this is these pictures are from April, which is how many months ago now? It's almost October. So April, May, June, July, August, September. So it's about 6 months ago now. And so much has changed in 6 months. Like the pictures of Karsten in 9th grade, and the pictures of us just starting to get the bike out, and of me in the gym, and of me in general. I mean, I think I've lost about 50 pounds in those 6 months. And the journaling is just, it's so fascinating to look at the journaling and just see how much has changed. Because I did the journaling in the moment. Like I made sure to write down the journaling in the month that we were in, even though I wasn't scrapbooking the page. So the journaling is from that time period. And so like, especially my journaling about the gym and how hard it was to get back my stamina. And now I'm a total gym rat and I run all the time. So it's just such a reminder that the journaling is so important, and telling your story in the moment is so important because things can change so quickly that just looking at what it looked like before is just amazing to me, and I just kept getting struck by that with this spread. So most of the stories here are fairly, normal, benign stuff. This one that I'm playing with is Patrick and the boys washing the bike because we were going for a ride. And then the photos that I took at the bottom there are, I was just playing around on the bike with selfies, and Patrick jumped into one, so it was amusing. My dad texted me a photo of him at a crawfish boil, so I wanted to include that in the spread. Finn with his library books, my big reading boy. This picture, I took the photo and I posted on Facebook because I'm often posting on Facebook the funny, crazy, stupid stuff that my kids do. It's just what I've always done. I like to remember it, so it'll pop back up in my memories every year, and also my friends get a kick out of it too. So that is a resealable bag of cheese that somebody literally snipped with scissors instead of opening up the resealable portion, and it's like, hello, what is going on? Did you not see that it had a zipper? So it was just amusing. The pictures of Karsten are about how he brought up his grade in science last year. He really struggled in the beginning of the school year getting used to the format of his new school, so his science grade really suffered because his science teacher was a stickler. So by the end of the year, he brought his F. Yes, he had an F in the beginning of the year, all the way up to an A, and so that was a series of photos of him like getting on the bus and stuff like that, and a text that he sent me about bringing his grade up. The colorful pictures next to that selfie is, we just happened to be downtown where they were doing the annual chalk walk, which is a bunch of artists and kids and all kinds of people use pastels on the sidewalk and down in Market Square and create beautiful works of art in chalk. The bottom left corner, we went moonshine tasting with our besties, my besties, and so those are some selfies of that. Then of course I have a selfie of my husband and I, and a selfie that he took that I stole off his Snapchat of him being handsome. And lastly, the photo up at the top of the dog butts was actually, I was trying to get a good picture of the dogs and I walking in the park, and that was what I got, but I scrapbooked it anyway because that's what I do. So it's just a picture of us walking and getting some fresh air. Then I have the picture of the flowers blooming in our front yard, and then of course a picture of me laying down at the gym being super tired. So it's just really what I use my project life for are the stories that are tiny, the stories that don't warrant full spreads or full pages, the pictures that aren't, the most fabulous pictures in the world, the family stuff, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I use my project life for. So that's just what these photos are, basically. So I'm actually, working through this fairly fast. I'm going to add some word strips to all of these cards that I want to add them to. I end up adding some word strips to the big wood veneer clouds. Those big wood veneer clouds have been in my stash for a while because they're so big. I didn't really know what to do with them. I'm not big on like painting wood veneer and things like that. I don't have the time for that. So I decided to put word strips on them instead, and that really mitigates how big of a wood veneer it is, so that's helpful. I don't know where I went. I'm somewhere. There we go. Oh, I was grabbing a journaling strip from my stash to cut down and put on this card. Wanted to add in some more of that blue, so I went and grabbed a blue journaling strip. I'm going to tuck it right underneath that wood veneer. And it's a cute little banner, so it adds a little something something to the spread. I was debating covering up that "This is where I belong" on the bottom of that card, but I liked it and I kept it. I'm adding staples to all of the chipboard because I added staples to one of the chipboards, and then I was like, well, they all have to have staples now, so I'm doing that. And I'm going to adhere down these adorable holographic hearts that came in the kits this month. Love, love, love them. And this page is all by its lonesome on the back, so I only need to put the holographic hearts on that one side so I can hoard them for other pages. And I put the like puffy sticker hearts on the other side, or the spread part instead. I'm going to cut up this word strip to put it on that cloud. I'm getting close to done here. See, I contemplate putting the holographic hearts there, but instead I put the puffy sticker hearts there. But that is about it for this spread. I'm going to add in my journaling off camera, and I'm going to add a couple titles. So I put "So Very Handsome" on that photo of my husband. And then in that white circle, I'm going to put "Time with Besties" or something like that. And that is it. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.